and I ended up working on developing the Clearview and working on the specifications of the Clearview CCTV with Optelec. So I was back in Boston for about 7 months, most of that time, and I was ignoring HumanWare during that period. But since it was all part of Team Run, it worked out okay. And once the Clearview had been released, we came back to I came back to HumanWare, and we'd been working with Pulse Data. We were still a distributor of Pulse Data's products, and we had wanted to build a PDA basically for blind people, a small device that was not just a note taker, something that was taking advantage of the more modern technology. So you could browse the internet, you could do email, you could have a power device there that wasn't just for note taking, and something that had a braille display that was built into it, as well as a speech model, just speech only model. And so I'd been working on that with PDI, and we introduced that in 2000. That became a tremendous hit. It completely changed the way blind people used information portably, and we were really excited about what the results were. And of course, it's gone through many stages since then to become much more powerful in the long run, until this past year, or past couple of years, after I had kind of retired from the managing the company. I still wanted to have a deaf-blind product. And back in the old days at Telesensory, we had developed a product called the Telebraille, and that was basically a TTY. And you could do some face-to-face communication, but it wasn't a truly portable product. And so TSI stopped making that in the 90s, and there hadn't been anything out there for all those years. And yet I felt like it was a population that really needed to be served. It was a very, it's a great population, and with the right technology, you know, they can communicate with whomever they want effectively. And for years I've been able to communicate with email with them, but to deal face-to-face was always an issue. So I really wanted, before I disappeared completely, to make sure that there was a good deaf-blind communication device. So we used the Braille Note as a foundation for that, and added some cell phone technology to go along with it, so that you'd have face-to-face communication. Because of the funding out there, people still want TTYs, which is a very interesting thing. That's a real problem in a way, because TTY technology is so obsolete, and there's so many other better things, but the funding only is there for TTYs. It's just one of those crazy kinds of things. But anyway, we made sure that it had a TTY built into it, has great face-to-face communication capabilities, and for the first time, deaf-blind people can send text messages to anybody and receive them from anybody else's cell phone. And it's a Braille Note too, so you can activate all those more powerful features for word processing and web browsing and all those kinds of things. So that product, I think, for the deaf-blind population is really going to change the way they communicate, the way they deal with the world out there.